We are blessed to have with us this evening Brother Pandit Nishikant Barodekar from Prasanthi Nilayam. We extend a warm welcome to you and your family, brother. Trained in tabla under maestros Ustad Allah Rakha and Ustad Zakir Hussain, Brother Nishikant is an accomplished artist who has performed alongside great musical luminaries of India. He is a recipient of many honors and awards. He is a professor in tabla in the Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, Mirpuri College of Music, Prasanthi Nilayam. Brother Nishikant has had the privilege of accompanying Swami on several trips around India. Without further ado, we invite Pandit Nishikant Barodekar to share his learnings and experiences.
Om Shri Sairam. Offering my most loving and humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of my mother, Sairam, with all the gods residing in our hearts, with all loving devotion and gratitude, Bhagwan, please bless today's sharing of thoughts. Sairam to all. When we say gratitude, it's such a big word, isn't it? Because there are several types of gratitudes we see, we experience. And today I would like to share one such occasion of Bhagwan himself. The experience is with the Bhagwan's experience. This was way back in mid-90s, and we all know that, in the mid-90s, Swami was so active, he used to walk so fast. He used to be among all the devotees, he used to have darshans in the morning and evening both times. How beautifully he used to, step out of his, we used to call it the divine den, Purnachandra Hall. And as if he's gliding, as if he's floating in, he used to walk, give darshans, take some letters, create some vibhuti, and then walk towards the tent side, have a complete round, and just close your eyes and imagine that. And we can imagine Swami right here. So today, when Brother Sriram sir, when we came over here a little early, he showed us the entire, we can call it the divine Vastu, not just the center. It's a very divine Vastu. I felt nothing different than being in Prasanthi, let me be very frank. Because the way it has been done, the way it is running, we can see devotion and that pining of Lord in each and every atom of this place. Now when we talk about, as I just said, about gratitude, this story is from mid-90s, when Swami had been to Horsley Hills. There's a place in the south, many of them might be knowing. It's like a small hill station. And Swami used to, in the summer, in those times, when Chitravati was like kind of receding its flow, and the summers being so hot, normally, Swami used to step out also and go to Vrindavan, Kodaikanal, Uti or Bombay, or Horsley Hills was one of the places. So in one such occasion when Swami went over there with his entourage of students and staff and for the dignitaries and some trust members. It's always, I don't say it was, it is always fun to travel with Swami. I'll come to that travel part later. So, during this particular trip to Horsley Hills, unfortunately, there was a drought around the place and water shortage was there. And now when Swami is there with the whole, we can call the divine jing band, and when water is not there, naturally they had to make arrangements with, buffaloes and things. We didn't have like cars and big things to go there because the roads were very tiny and they were meant for bullock carts to go up there. So the whole stay when Swami was there, every night, because it's a little cooler at night, the water, reservoirs would be loaded on the bullock carts and the bullocks would to go up there and provide water for everyone. So now it's a normal thing, like in India or wherever. It's nothing different. So, Swami spent some time with the people over there, the devotees. As usually we gave darshans and discourses, bhajans were there, morning, evening, both the times. And it was time for Swami to leave now, the next day. And everyone, when Swami has to leave a place, rather when Swami is going to come to the place and then to leave the place, there's always kind of a, not just the physical but the mental and the entire, soul churning kind of a feeling over there. So, sadness is always there because, when Swami leaves physically, we have experienced this. So, that was also usual, because Swami used to keep on traveling all the time. So when everything was done, when the, luggage was loaded, cars were all ready, and finally, now the discipline was that unless Swami's command, without Swami's command, nobody could, do anything. Okay, now you sit in the car, or you board the bus, something like that Swami used to say. So Swami said, okay, everyone board the cars and the buses. I'll just come in 1 minute. Swami said, 1 minute? What? Everyone is wondering what's happening. So Swami quickly went behind the building over there, where the buffaloes were, grazing. They were standing over there in the shed. Can you imagine? Swami caressed the buffalo like a child, and the buffalo started crying. That's what called the divine gratitude. So when we say we pay gratitude to Bhagwan, when Bhagwan himself is, paying his love or blessing with the, his divine touch, that's the divine gratitude. Now you can just imagine, come on man, I am God, why should I do all these things? It's just that everyone is under my command. No, he was not this kind of this form is, I should say, a completely different, a completely, heart churning, full of love, just sheer love for anything. Can you even imagine, sometimes you used to walk behind Swami when we were traveling with him to Kodai or other places. Suddenly Swami used to look back and say, come from this side, there's a line of ant going there. We are not looking, we are only looking at Swami. That was what Swami was. That divine love, that any organism. So many stories about gratitude. I would like to share, when we were seeing this Vastu today, I think the sister just said that we are sorry, some part of it is not air conditioned, it is hot. We are just walking around, So it's something clicked in my mind. We are so much drowned in comforts. Let me tell you something about that comfort part which relates to the bhajan. Okay? Many of us, you may have experienced when Swami, when it was coming towards the summer, like after the sports meet, normally in the February, March, it starts getting warmer and hotter. And of course the Gulwant Hall was there. And there used to be, that cantilever that shelter, which the whole Gulwant Hall has, it is automated. You can actually open that halfway through to get some fresh air. And Swami sometimes during the midst of the bhajan, he used to look up and just do like this, like kind of wave hand to open it. So the people behind used to operate the machine, and the cantilever, that shed used to go back. So we were sitting in the bhajan, doing bhajans. We were so like, thank you, Swami. In our minds, we are doing all foolish people. Thank you, Swami. It's so hard, and Swami's wanting that all the singers and the tabla players and all the bhajan group must be so sweating because the bhajans are going on for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and Swami is blessing it so that some fresh air would come. Sorry, sir. We were really, I can call ourselves fools. Later, in one of the close quarters, with a small audience with Swami, we call it interview. Swami suddenly came out with this topic because there were some other musicians who had performed 1 day before, 2 days before. There was a festival going on, and everyone were at their peak. When Swami, invites somebody, they try to do their best. And of course, they are professional musicians and very reputed ones, Padma Shris and Padma Bhushans and all the accolades of whatever they receive with their art. Suddenly, after the bhajans, Swami used to call our boys and make them sing 2 bhajans. Okay, you sing this. Okay, so thank you. Sri Raghavam, or 2-3 bhajans. The aces of these boys. And they used to thrash the bhajan and used to create that kind of an environment that even the artists also were in awe. Oh my God. After all that they have performed professionally, with their wholeheartedness, with their perfect technique, with their perfection in every aspect of musicality. But these boys, when they in the interview, now coming back to the interview room, I would like to name those people. Pandit Shivkumar Sharma, the Santur maestro. Pandit Jasraj, Padma Vibhushan. Some South Carnatic artists were there, and some Mridangam players were there. I was part and parcel of one of the group. So these artists, let me finish the earlier story first, then I'll come to this point. So, suddenly in one of such interviews, when everything was being kind of after 5-10 minutes, everyone gets normalized. Swami makes you very comfortable inside the interview room. And initially everyone is tensed. But Swami, when he enters the room, he will switch on the fan. Kaisa hai? Kahan se aaya? Where are you? How are you? How are your parents? Like as if a close friend, very, very personal. Will create vivity while talking, will make you at home, relax your mind. Get your soul, he brings the soul in that room, not just the body, right? So, in one such of the occasions, he was talking about bhajans, and then suddenly he looked at us like that and he said, remember I asked them to open the cantilever, the whole Gulwant Hall shutter? Yes, Swami, thank you so much, Swami, it is so hard. And then Swami blasted us. He blasted in such a way that, he said, it's not for the heat or it's not for the cool air to come down. Then he started, what is bhajan? When a bhajan is been sung with that bhav, with that antarang, with that love, with that pining for that deity, for that, that churned kind of emotion, with correct sur and tal, of course. Swami says the bhajan singer becomes the medium for that particular rag or that particular deity the bhajan is sung, to cure somebody in the audience over there having that kind of a disease which is being cured at that time, and he opens the cantilever shutter for the vibrations to go to the Brahmand. It's not for your heat or warmth or the cool air. So we never understand, we never understood. When he said that, we were like, almost like so embarrassed, and like, it was a big lesson for all of us. So each bhajan, over there, not over there, that bhajan power, that bhajan, Swami says, we must have seen that Swami sometimes saying, hey, Krishna, sometimes Swami just waved like this and Krishna bhajan is done. Can you imagine? I was next to Ravi and Kamai was not there that time. Srinivasulu, I'm talking about 92, 94. And we have a list of bhajans, of course, but in front of Swami, we have to just keep on looking at Swami, not here and there. So when a bhajan was finished, next was Ravi's turn, and he was about to start a Shiva bhajan, and just Swami did like this, Krishna Mukunda. Immediately Ravi caught it from there, and he sang Krishna bhajan, and Swami was very happy and enjoying. So that's the alertness, that's the attentiveness, the discipline that we can say that love we have to keep. Not just while doing bhajan, not just while cooking food, or not just while working on the computer or work or any kind of activity which we do for our everyday chore as our work or whatever it may be. It has to be with that binding. Then it touches, because everybody is not a bhajan singer. Everybody is not going to sing, or everybody is not getting a chance to sing in the bhajan samiti, right? But we can pay that kind of, or that gratitude we can offer through our work. That's what Swami was coming to. Bhajan is one such thing, because it's such a divine chemistry what Swami has created, especially Sai bhajans. We have been very fortunate to, sit up beside the great Bharat Ratna, Pandit Joshi, or even Balamurli Krishna sir, and we have seen all that, we have experienced them singing out loud, opening their heart, just getting lost in that divine, raga and tala, which is, we don't even know which rag tala is going on. But what Swami used to say, that when the bhajan singer or that artist, he goes into that kind of a trance or that kind of a level which pushes than the normal, everyday kind of a level, and it pushes high and it penetrates up there. So the artist gets connected with the divine. The bhajan singer has to get connected with the divine. And if you or we or all of us are sitting, following in the bhajan or listening to the program, and we get connected to the musician, the singer or whatever, or even it be santoor or tabla or violin, the artist becomes the medium for you to get connected to the divine. That is what exactly Swami has said. So that is the role we have to play. That is the the big kind of a responsibility. Well, that's a very, very high level, but that's what Swami expects. Now, when we talk about such things, and when Swami, so we used to feel like small, nothing, like even an ant is better, it's working day and night. We are just doing it sometimes. And that also in a haphazard manner, when Swami expects that kind of love, that kind of an offering, that kind of that pining, to really touch God and like provoke, I can't say provoke, move God. That's the true gratitude. That's the true part. Again, coming to the overall thing, it's not just the bhajan, it's that entire thing. Even if when somebody says, okay, I am a sevadal standing over there and doing my duties, doing his duties with his full heart, he's not even concerned. We have so many experiences. I'll tell you another quick experience if you have time, about how people, I came across when I shifted to Puttaparthi in 2006. See, when you are not a part and parcel of the Prasanthi Nilayam as in a staff or a student or can say an administrator or whatever, there's a complete different perspective. We call it Hindi, हम बाहर से देखते हैं अंदर. But when Swami takes you over there and you are a part and parcel of the student or a staff or a person who is working in the institutes of Swami, आप अंदर से बाहर दिखते हो. You get to know what's happening inside and what. Then it really is. It's like not playing with fire. It is you are in fire. That's what it is. You are in fire. So that kind of perfection. So this kind of love and this kind of devotion. Swami always used to say, I don't want devotion, I want perfection. I don't want devotion, I want transformation. I don't, Swami, devotion is just basic. I mean, every person has some devotion for something. I like Rasgulla, I am so devoted to it that I go every day and buy Rasgulla and eat. I am devoted to that. It's not just the sensual pleasure, but I am really devoted to it because I am so much like praying. People have a ceremony, they do all that and then they will have the Rasgulla because they get that kind of joy. Why not? It's okay. But when we are talking about God, you can't compare Rasgulla to God. Rasgulla is just like, okay, it's just a small sweet item. But here we are talking about that divine love and that, caring and that offering to love. When this experience I am going to share is when Swami Sakshat in physical form stands next to the Sevadal and he says, okay, come here and take my Padnavaskar. He said, wait Swami, I have to finish this thing and I will come. We have experienced this. It's not arrogancy or any attitude. I'll tell you that example. His name is Chellam sir. He is one of the senior devotees and very, very loving, a follower of Bhagavan. He works in the hostel. He's still there. He works still with that same Zosh, that same power, the same love. He must be like 65 or 70 now. So he used to cook the rasam and the sambar for the entire hostel, the senior boys hostel. I'm talking about like 300, 400, 500 people, okay? One day Swami suddenly used to visit the institutes suddenly. So he stepped into the senior boys hostel and Swami. Just the bhajan finished and Swami is inside, in the car, he comes over there. Everyone is running to the students are running back to the hostel. And it's like morning bhajans are done and it's just like maybe 10:30 or something. And Swami is there. Quickly the chair, the divine chair, everything is ready and of course Swami's room is always there, but he wants to sit in the dining room with the boys. And the moment he sits over there, he says, call Chellam, the main cook of the hostel. So 2-3 boys ran and said, Chellam sir, Swami is calling, hey, wait, my sambar, I am just getting it, I am just putting all the masala, wait. He'll take time, let him settle. Again, after 2-3 minutes, again Swami says, yes, very heavy Chellam. Again, 2-3 people ran. This time the warden ran. Chellam sir, Swami is waiting for you. Wait sir, come on, I cannot do otherwise the sambar will burn. There will be all without taste, all that. Finally, do you believe Swami himself went to him? It's not just that, the devotee yearns for or, pines for the Lord. But the Lord also pines for a true devotee. Swami is Chellam. Yes, sir, Ramana Swami, I am coming. Just 1 minute, sir, Swami. And he finishes and Swami is waiting over there. When the sambar is done, he comes and he falls at his feet. Sorry, Swami, the sambar would have gone wrong because the other person is not here. I have to, he's doing all kinds of things. Swami is just watching his face. Very nicely, he puts his hand on his cheek and creates some beautiful golden bracelet for him. No, Swami, I don't want anything of that. I do not need it. You can give it to somebody else. That is what that person is saying. And then Swami is like stunned, So he said, look, I have given you so many things you never wore. Yes, Swami, they are all there. It's in the box you have given it. There are so many rings and chains over there. But I just want you. I don't want anything else. So this kind of love, this kind of, people we have experienced. So when we see these people and when we experience their love, we actually, work with them, they sit next to us, we sit next to each other. That energy, that divine vibes we get over there. It's not that it's just in Puttaparthi, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, Swami is everywhere. And Swami, I tell you, that the most difficult part is that now we physically can't see him, but he's watching us from everywhere, not just anywhere, everywhere. You know, when Swami was there in the form, he used to sit on the dais, and the bhajan boys used to like quickly prepare and all that. And you know, our instructions given were, don't look here and there, look into Swami's eyes. Okay, now Kali Panch ka tabla hai kya Kali do hai? Because you know the tablas, when we change the bhajans, we have to look at the tabla to get the right tabla over there. Because you know sometimes we write 2D or something like that. So we used to get scared. My God, I have to look like that. I'm missing Swami's. But one day then Swami said, look, yeah. I mean, he said, look, you are working, and that's part of the thing. So when you are working for the thing, it's okay. When we be comfortable, don't take a basur tabla over there. Look at it properly. So over bhi nahi karna. You know, like, you know, you papam, and then you all. Okay, be normal, be very practical. He used to love practical spirituality. So, Swami, you know, it doesn't like any kind of show or any kind of dikhawa or any kind of, you know, just glamour or just the upper crust of that, you know, toppings. No, you want that depth over there. So we are yearning that Bhagwan bless us with that kind of Satsat Vivek Buddhi, as we say, the super conscious of that Brahmanda's elixir, with which we get to know and understand and, you know, drink that, not just drink that elixir, but be part of that love. And he gets and, you know, makes us do those things. That's the request we should ask from Swami. We need that kind of an elixir, not just the blessing of things or whatever, the mundane things we ask for. That really we have to be in tune with Bhagwan. And Bhagwan just wants that. He doesn't want any kind of, even if you do a small thing in a most beautiful way, nothing is small. Like, you know, sometimes people say, sir, now that, you know, you are coming from Puttaparthi, tell us some big experience. Sir, there is no big experience or small experience. Experience is an experience. So, I think with this few words, we have to stop because time is running. I'm so thankful, and you know, especially with the Samiti of Singapore, I'm coming for the first time. And thanks to Binduji, Sriramji, and all our brothers over here, they sang so beautiful bhajans. And I'm really very honored to be a part and share my experiences with you. Jai Sairam.
Thank you so much, Brother Nishikant, for sharing Swami's immense nectarine love with us through your experiences and insights. We look forward to more this Saturday. We have a satsang by Brother Pandit Nishikant Barodekar on 17th May, Saturday, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Amidst a soul-stirring sharing and some enthralling tabla moments, Brother Nishikant will be accompanied by Brother Ravindraj Kulasekhar on harmonium and vocals as and when needed. The session will be followed by dinner for all. Hang on, brothers and sisters, there's more. We have a spiritual talk on Tuesday, 20th May evening from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. here at Sai Center by Dr. Sainath Manikonda. Brother Sainath graduated from Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning with a PhD in nuclear physics and was appointed as a professor in the very same institute in Prasanthi, Nilayam. He has had the privilege of giving over 50 talks in the Divine Presence and has spoken in several countries and many cities around India. Brother Sainath is an inspiring speaker with profound experiences. It is Swami's grace and blessings during the year of his 100th birthday that he is giving us more opportunities to connect with him through impactful, thought-provoking experiences of his ardent devotees who have been in his divine presence for many years. Do make time to attend both these sessions. We need help with sound and multimedia for Thursday bhajans. Those who